Hi, this is Aviva. I just want to wish you a very happy new year as we step into 2024. Thank you so much for watching Viva's Canadian Journey. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do so. Just hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to press the bell icon. So today we're going to be talking about the choices you should be looking at if you want to immigrate in 2024. The truth is you have a lot of options. There's the UK, there's New Zealand, Australia, our neighbors in the north, the US, and everybody's favorite. So in 2024, I want you to be intentional so that you choose the most welcoming, the most accepting, and immigrant-friendly country. Let's get started. The truth is, if you are thinking about relocating, you need to be very, very smart. Okay, you need to think twice. It takes a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of praying and fasting, and you want to make sure you make the right decision. And I hope this video is going to help you make it. You know I'm going to be biased, but I hope this video is going to help you, narrow down your options if you're thinking of relocating abroad. So you're going to see some headlines on the screen. Okay, now I want you to read the headlines carefully and ask yourself, which of these countries makes sense to apply to, or like Nigerians will say, to jackpot to? Okay, so read the headlines carefully. Now, the truth is, like I said, there are loads of countries to think about, right? You have Germany, you have Canada, you have the US, you have Australia. Personally, I want to visit New Zealand, not relocate. Okay, but a lot of these countries, they're changing their immigration laws and policies. And these laws and policies are not favoring immigrants, okay? So you need to be very careful about it. Let's talk about the UK. I lived in the UK for close to 10 years. If you paid me, I will not relocate there, okay? But to each his own. But the UK for 2024, they're tightening their immigration streams. Okay, so by the spring of 2024, there's going to be a lot of changes in regards to UK immigration. Okay, one of the things they want to do is that healthcare workers, they want to ban healthcare workers from bringing their families, to relocate with them to the UK. Okay, another thing the UK is doing is they're tightening the streams for international students, okay, making it a bit more difficult. And even for skilled workers as well. Okay, all this in the news, in the headlines, if you've been following the news, okay? The same with Australia. Australia have said that by 2025, they want to reduce the number of immigrants that come into the country by half. They want to half it, 50%. That is a lot. They are also tightening the rules and regulations for international students and low-skilled workers. The same with New Zealand and our neighbors, the US, the United States. Now, these countries are telling you they're doing it for a good reason. Like New Zealand said, I was reading an article about New Zealand, and the Prime Minister mentioned how thousands of New Zealanders don't have jobs, so it doesn't make sense to keep inviting skilled workers. And yes, that's the truth. You have to think about the home base first. Okay, the only country, I've done a lot of research, the only country that for 2024, 2025, and 2026, okay, is opening its doors wide open, not making the laws and policies stricter and tighter for immigrants, is Canada. Quote me anywhere. For 2024, Canada wants to invite 485,000 immigrants. 500,000 in 2025 and 500,000 in 2026. 60% of the immigrants Canada wants to invite are skilled workers. So Canada is thinking about its economy. That is the truth. A lot of skilled workers are needed in Canada. I have been here for 4 years and I can tell you, Canada does need the skilled workers, okay? So if you're a skilled worker, you're coming to Canada, you are important. Canada needs you, okay? Now, yes, the competition for coming to Canada, it's getting more competitive. there are more people in the Federal Express entry pool, more students are coming. So a lot of people are saying, yes, the policies are getting stricter. It's not getting stricter. It's just that there's more competition. But Canada is still opening its doors. Canada is one of the few countries that wants to strengthen, getting families together. So there's a stream that I know a lot of people are taking advantage of, and that's the grandparent stream, where if you're here as a PR person, you can invite, it's a sponsorship, and you can invite your grandparents to come here to stay with you, help take care of the children. And the visa is a 10-year visa. Meanwhile, countries like the UK are banning that, families coming together. So the Canadian stream, the Canadian immigration stream is still the most accepting, that is the truth. It's still the most welcoming, and it's still the most doable. Yes, it is getting tougher, it is getting harder, but it's doable. And yes, a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, Canada increased, the proof of funds needed for international students. But what I found interesting was that when that increase happened, I spoke to a lot of international students, my subscribers, and I asked them, so has this discouraged you from coming to Canada? And they all said no. And I was like, wow. Yes, the proof of funds have gone up. Yes, it's a bit discouraging, a bit disheartening. But the truth is, things have gone up everywhere in the world. Inflation is, everywhere, not just in Canada, in the UK, in Nigeria, everywhere. I talk to my mom every day in Nigeria, my goodness. So those proof of funds are put there so that international students know that when they're coming, you have to think of the funding factor, which is really, really huge. So you don't come here and you get stranded. So all in all, what I've been trying to tell you, what I am trying to tell you is that yes, you have the option of Australia, but think about it. They want to have immigration by 2025. The UK is also there, okay? But they're making it tighter for international students, for skilled workers. The same with New Zealand. They're thinking about clamping down on immigrants. Why not think of a country that is still opening its doors, that still needs healthcare workers, that still needs skilled workers? Yes, you might need to learn French. Yes, you need to take the language proficiency exam. Yes, you need to do this and you need to do that. But it's still doable. It's still welcoming. Okay, now if you want to relocate to Canada in 2024 and you don't know where to start, send me a message, a DM on Instagram, or just keep watching Beaver's Canadian Journey in 2024. You will thank me later. That's all for it for now. Keep watching and have a very, very happy New Year.